Mark Hamill has finally addressed one of the most debated topics in recent Star Wars history, his controversial portrayal of Luke Skywalker in The Last Jedi. And while he admits he initially struggled with the character's darker direction, Hamill is now clarifying that he holds no grudge against director Rian Johnson for how the story played out. The 72-year-old actor, who originated the role of Luke Skywalker in 1977's A New Hope, sat down for a new interview with Empire magazine in which he discussed his evolving feelings about the sequel trilogy and the backlash that followed. "I was vocal back then," Hamill said, referencing his earlier public comments where he'd admitted he fundamentally disagreed with Johnson's vision. "I said it didn't feel like my Luke. That was true, for me, emotionally, as the actor who lived in that role for decades." In The Last Jedi, Luke is introduced as a disillusioned hermit living in exile on the planet Ahch-To, having turned away from the Force and all Jedi teachings after a tragic failure involving his nephew, Ben Solo. Many fans were shocked by the change in tone from the hopeful hero of the original trilogy to what some critics described as a suicidal recluse. At the time of the film's release in 2017, Hamill's remarks sparked a firestorm online. Though he walked back many of those early critiques during the film's press tour, fans continued to speculate for years about whether Hamill truly approved of the creative direction or felt sidelined. Now, nearly 7 years later, Hamill says it's time to put the speculation to rest. "I want to be very clear about something," he told Empire. "Rian is a great filmmaker. He took risks. He challenged the mythology. And while I may not have agreed with every beat of the story, I respected the intent. I never hated him for it. Not then, not now." Hamill went on to say that he understands why some fans felt disappointed, but urged audiences to view the sequel trilogy as a reflection of generational change rather than personal betrayal. "Look, Luke wasn't the same guy he was in Return of the Jedi. That's the point. Time changes people. Trauma changes people. Heroes fall. And sometimes that's where the real stories begin." He added that the backlash caught everyone off guard, especially because Johnson had approached the material with what Hamill called total sincerity. "He didn't go into that film trying to tear anything down," Hamill said. "He was trying to tell a story about failure, growth, and redemption from a different angle. And that's Star Wars too." Rian Johnson, who has often remained graceful under fan criticism, responded to Hamill's comments in a brief social media post this week. "Mark Hamill is a legend and a class act," Johnson wrote. "I'll forever be grateful for what he brought to The Last Jedi, not just on screen, but off screen, with grace, humor, and soul." Fans have taken to X, formerly Twitter, and Reddit to express appreciation for Hamill's candor and maturity. One popular thread read, "Mark's always been honest, but this is the most peace I've seen him make with the past. Big respect." Another wrote, "This doesn't erase anyone's criticism of the movie, but it shows the man himself understands the big picture." Hamill also emphasized that despite any disagreements, the experience of returning as Luke Skywalker in the sequels was meaningful. "It gave me closure," he said. "I got to say goodbye in a way not every actor gets to. I came full circle from the wide-eyed farm boy to the broken master. That journey mattered. It still does." He concluded by saying he's at peace with how his story in a galaxy far, far away ended, even if some fans are not. "I'll always love Luke. He's a part of me, but he's also bigger than me now. He belongs to everyone. And that means sometimes I'll go places you don't expect." Hamill remains one of the franchise's most beloved ambassadors, regularly engaging with fans and supporting charitable causes through Star Wars-themed events. As of now, he has no plans to return to the role of Luke in future projects, but says he's always rooting for the next generation of storytellers to find new hope.